Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Nier Automata. Fresh on the heels of our fourth bad ending last time, we're back in Pascal's village. We won't be for long. I've heard all this dialogue before, because you remember that the thing that caused us to get that bad ending was fleeing from the Goliath that they're now talking about, the one that showed up in the city ruins near the resistance camp. So instead of doing what we did last time again, we're instead going to take the shortcut path from Pascal's village towards the city ruins.
Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just sent the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
And as soon as you exit Pascal's village and get back to the city ruins, things become mighty desaturated for some reason. Ash falling from the sky, maybe thematic reasons. But we're not going to fail the mission this time. We need to hoof it to the other side of the city to pick up those flight units from roughly the same spot that we landed in back when we first entered the city from the bunker. Now, standing between them and us, this would be easier if I had picked up a moose. I'm not sure if at this point we actually could get a moose to ride back across the city. Oh well. Standing between flight units and us is another Engels machine.
It'll be dangerous, but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs. We should be careful.
9S is wrong there. You don't actually have to pass between his legs or come anywhere close to it. You can actually skirt either the left or the right edge and bypass it completely without coming anywhere near it. Plus, Engels is still level 3, and he's not a big threat anymore. Instead of taking the stairs up and hopping up a bunch of rubble, we can take the ladder instead. First, so we're going to come down here. The thing about taking the ladder that makes it tricky is that it actually goes up too far, and it's hard to pan the camera, so you can actually go up way too high.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my
I think this is... No, I went too high. I went way too high. Yeah, it's like halfway up the ladder, thereabout.
Damn it.
So we're going to have another one of these similar fights with Engels, the one we had before, but again, because he's level 3, he has relatively less HP now than he did before. Or rather, it's going to appear that way because he's going to take a lot more damage. We're dishing more out. He's trying that 3-4 combo. But it just gives us a chance to really lay into the arms. And you can see he's already taken huge, huge chunks of damage compared to what we were doing to him before. So now we out-level him quite a bit. Plus we have a level 2 weapon to rely on now. And the camera might not be showing it, but I'm just going to lay into him a little bit more. Because once the hitbox... Oh, I thought I could swing and destroy all those. Nope, no Phoenix Spear level hitboxes there. Once his hitbox is gone, there's like no longer much collision on the arm. Dark purple one. Not going to try to do what I did before. Just wind up taking a hit from the orb that I don't need to... Oh, that sucks. The pod tried to aim at the arm because the arm became the active target. That would have been the last chunk.
Let's get to those flight units while we can.
And this is very similar to how we got into the building in the first place.
Be careful. The skies are packed with anti-air weapons. Make sure to approach at low altitude. Copy that.
None of those anti-air batteries are going to become an issue for us because we're going to follow that advice and approach pretty low to the ground. I think that little bit of damage that we just did will carry into the next fight, because we have a second angles unit to deal with. Managed to not take a hit there. Looks like... Oh, shit. Okay, so what just happened there is the dodge of the flight units has a lot less invincibility than when you're grounded. And I tend to forget that a lot. I think he's doing his missile attack, which is actually quite nice. That's much easier to weave through. Oh, and then, oh, he's being really, really nice. He didn't even try to swing at me again. He just went straight back to the laser. And only stupid Yorha units get destroyed by the laser. Rest in peace, the veritable android graveyard from the factory prologue.
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging! Ah!
Enemy vibrations are growing in intensity. It's resonating in tandem with the area beneath the combat zone.
What the...
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
Yorha, this is your commander. For the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine lifeforms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data. All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory to mankind.
I used command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground. Like way underground.
Guess we'll see once we get there. If we're lucky.
You're not much for plans, are you, 2B?
So these aliens who have not resurfaced for the longest time, hundreds of years, according to the commander, they're now showing themselves again. Or at least the detonation of the Angles unit created such a massive sinkhole that revealed them.
It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
That's a weird-looking enemy.
Yeah, they are pretty weird. These things suck. They're really annoying. The reason they're so annoying is that golden orb in the middle of their bodies, that's the only vulnerable point. Everything else, you can see, is just deflecting. They wrap around, they can move really erratically, and generally, they fold in on themselves, which makes it really easy for the drill bit head to protect the core. It's basically a giant hitbox guarding a little hurtbox.
There must have been a hollow down there this whole time.
Yeah, the aliens were living underground. They weren't launching their assaults from the comfort of space. They were deep underground this whole time. Or so it seems. Could always use some help. Let's drop rate up. That's not bad. Plus charge attack +1, counter +1. I'm not sure what the counter +1 does. Is that sounds like it adds an invincibility frame. Anyway, this sinkhole in the earth.
This hallway looks pretty old.
That's your whole comment? 9S? Cool. This sinkhole in the earth is really dark, but luckily, the pod has a flashlight function that they just now taught us about. What they don't tell you about the flashlight is it's also your taunt button. Once we clear some of these, actually these are really weak, and 9S is going to lay into the last one. So when we have fewer of them, like I think up ahead there's not as large a group, I'll show it. If you flash your flashlight in an enemy's face enough times, steam will shoot out of their ears, so you know that they're nice and pissed off at you. This is another new enemy type. That's really all he does is tackle you. Gave us a chance to taunt that guy. On his head will start glowing red, steam will continue to shoot out of it. For the duration of the taunt, it's about 10 seconds. And it's a Platinum game staple. In Nier, it increases the amount of damage enemies deal and receive. The exact amounts I don't remember off the top of my head.
Analysis. Strong software logs detected. Access.
There are upgrade chips that drastically empower your taunt. And it becomes pretty broken later on. I think it might also modestly increase the amount of XP they give. Although I might be thinking of another mechanic. I know there's a way by which if you kill an enemy while their eyes are glowing, like if you time that perfectly, that yields more XP for you. I'm not sure if that actually works the same for taunting now that I think about it. I'm not sure if the XP yield is also increased for the entire duration of a taunt. Something to experiment with, though. I'm sure about the former part of that statement, though.
Look at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been here for a long time.
Yeah, why would there be a horde of dead machines down here? If the aliens built the machines.
I don't know. There's nothing like it in the database.
Are they dead?
2B, look!
Destroyed alien motherships.
Welcome to the graveyard of our creators.
You.
2B, look out!
My name is Adam. The aliens you seek are no longer
Eh? Can I kill him yet?
Relax, Eve. We're still negotiating here.
Fine.
The aliens you seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago. By us. The machines.
Wiped out?
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution. We can grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators. You'd probably be surprised at how quickly it happened.
You destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret about them. They were simple, infantile, almost like plants, I guess you'd say. They held no value to us. But the humans on the moon, now they are interesting.
Why them?
Because they are an enigma. They killed.
By the way, this menu is opened up from tapping the left touchpad. Very handy.
Numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal measure. It's fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to unraveling this riddle of humanity. And now, we will allow you to assist us. You were made in their image, after all.
Assist you with what?
It's simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light. Surely you see the attraction in this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy you. The same way we destroyed these pathetic little aliens. Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell our creators.
As for your beloved humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
They're gone.
The aliens were already dead.
Yeah. We better get back to the bunker.
So before we get back to the bunker, if you didn't notice before, along the inner ring, you can see the corpses of the aliens that the machines killed. So Adam and Eve have evolved, and that fight was more of a cutscene. You don't really beat them, you just survive the encounter with Eve. If you do manage to bring Eve's health bar down, you get a little spike of XP, but nothing else.
Back this way again? What a pain.
Stop complaining.
Yeah.
2B, this is Operator 60. We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
So in the meantime, someone has dropped a ladder down into the sinkhole. And who could that be? Hey, it's Jackass, the best android.
Hey, how's it hanging?
You again.
Your commander told me to build a new access point, so here you go. Oh, and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate, too.
Jackass is so good. And with that, we have finally unlocked our fast travel system. And we're going to use that next time to go back to the bunker to report in to the commander. And this will even facilitate an expedite doing some really cool side quests. Until then, though, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.